Grab your gear and let's go.
With the Strafe Esports app, follow your favorite teams and players, and you'll never miss a match again. Strafe, everything esports. Download now on iOS and Android.
Oh, crap.
Qual è il programma?
La guerra. I tempi stanno cambiando. Vogliamo che tu li combatta per mostrare loro chi siamo.
Oh Lord, my Lord and Savior, please deliver me.
I'd like to begin with a story, and it happens to be true. A young physician starts a job on a maternity ward in a famous European hospital. He watches young women who were previously healthy dying of overwhelming infection shortly after childbirth. He's appalled at the high death rates, which peak at 15% in 1 year. He investigates the problem, comes up with a simple solution, implements it on a small scale, and sees a dramatic decrease in infection and mortality. He tries to spread his simple solution elsewhere. But for the most part, he's ignored, ridiculed, and rejected. He finds himself out of a job. He goes to a different hospital in a different European city, confirms his findings, tries to spread them, and again is ignored and rejected. He ends up dying at the age of 47 in an insane asylum. Thus ended the life of Ignaz Semmelweis, the famous Hungarian obstetrician who is known as the father of hand hygiene. Semmelweis noted that when medical doctors who were coming from performing autopsies washed their hands with antiseptic solution before delivering babies, the rates of infection in mothers and their death rate decreased by 90%. Incredible. Consistently implementing evidence-based practices like hand washing, however, remains a challenge even today. This despite the fact that hand washing is considered the most important way of preventing lethal hospital infections. Hospital infections affect about 2 million Americans every year, 100,000 of whom die. Importantly, 70% of these infections could be prevented if evidence-based recommendations were used. So while on the one hand, we have an explosion in biomedical research with novel diagnostic tests like functional MRI, life-saving new drugs, and robotic surgeries that are very high-tech. What I'm going to talk about is decidedly low-tech, something that we all learned the importance of in preschool, and that's washing our hands. We know that hand washing prevents infection, and we have known this for a century and a half. My focus will be on what is preventing the widespread implementation of this
for them to cross. I was impressed with their Mirage performance nonetheless. We've already seen them play Cash, for example. I think they played it, what was it first?
When they come up against opposition that are way stronger than them individually and tactically, it just becomes so hard. And especially with NiP having the record that they do have on that map, then there's not really a lot you can do. So I'm counting on Red Reserve getting all like the small things right. That's all the win conditions they need. They need the pistol round, they need like ninja diffusers and smokes. Maybe even if they can get NiP to botch a bomb diffuse as well, that will probably help them.
Red Reserve, they've done well to make it this far, and they've still got a little bit left if they want to try and stay in this. Of course, they have to win out Cash. They've already lost their map pick, as we said, and NiP, they are very, very at home here on Cash. I mean, it's one that we've seen them do some fantastic things. If you looked at ESL 1 Cologne, they went 3-0 in the group stages there. They did fantastic stuff. Here's one of the men on your screen that will be essential to that. It's Get Right. He, has quite the legacy behind him.
Oh yeah, look at those stats. KDR 1.56, and as you said, a legendary player within the game. Has played with Forest for pretty much a lifetime at this point.
And another man, on your screen, Makalele. Once a ninja himself, now turned to the dark side as he looks to try and pull a Red Reserve through this and survive till map number 3, which would be overpass if we go the distance. Of course, everyone here wanting to win today. And Mirage was one that really had to go Red Reserves, where they come into this being the underdogs already. in quite a big way. We saw that, you know, with kind of the Twitch vote, for example. We can see it even when you just kind of look at this on paper, right?
Yeah.
So it is going to be tricky. There's no denying that fact. We're almost ready, though, as we get ready to head into the second map of the grand finals of the DreamHack ASTRO Open Valencia. It's going to be truly exciting.
The crowd is out in force in Valencia. All the Spanish people coming here to watch some good CS, and they have been granted good CS so far all weekend, and this final surely is not going to miss out on that either. Going to deliver, as we are seconds away from getting this game started for you guys. You do have the players on your screens. Legendary Swedes on the top, and the new challengers with one, perhaps legendary, you could call him at this point, Michael Ellie, on the bottom. Red Reserve versus NiP.
And here we go. The players are in. The battlefield is set. It is Cash, the second map tonight. NiP currently 1-0 up as they look to try and win out the grand finals here. Red Reserve, they want to try and keep this journey going. Their road not quite done just yet. Kicking things off on the T side, NiP sending... Sorry, Red Reserve sending everyone over here towards the A-bomb site. 3 players waiting over in A main with 2 holding down the fort in Squeaky.
Yeah, Relaxer with the smoke and flashbang, pretty much standard setup. Pissed around here, the A split. Coming in from Red Reserve, they need some fire and some quickness, and here they go.
Yeah, gonna go charging in. Exist, the man within the site, gonna go down, and now this foot fell onto Draken. He's gonna not live up to the task. Locking it down from quad. Plant comes in for Red Reserve. They have themselves the 2-man advantage. Get right. Gonna be hot on their heels, pushing up through High Wave. Does find the first hit onto Hampus, but he's still got more left to find within the A-bomb site. Smoking off A main. Renders Relaxer useless. As now he's just to contend with the remaining Red Reserve players in the site. Rez tapping away, gets himself 3. There's only Relaxer left alive. He's able to go ahead and peek on out, but Rez finishes this one off as NiP pick themselves up the pistol. A fantastic start from one man in particular, the latest addition to that NiP squad. It's Rez.
The latest addition, the one who did best at ESL 1 Cologne, and now he's back into this here. Pistol round coming in, and he grabs. That's just perfect. Like, I'm actually speechless. I'm not even going to commentate on that. That's insane. One of the things I did like, though, from Red Reserve was how they started out that round. Looked very well drilled. Smoke and flashbang coming into great use. Use the pace of the Glock to get in towards the bomb site and won the first 2 duels while running, which is how you have to do it when you do that strat, when you do that A split. And it worked out, but the post-plant positions and the way that they covered for each other was not good enough. And that's where NiP can come in and do the damages. Hampus masks his fall down, but Draken is there, and he's aware.
Has that crossfire set up with Get Right. Hampus is pushed up close, waiting on the quarter, takes the peek out now with the D, but is going to fall to Draken, and this is where that Molotov keeps Rusty at bay. The trade doesn't come through as a result, and Get Right will be able to finish him. 3 players remaining here for Red Reserve, and they're all over towards the A-bomb site. Damage being done as Draken makes it look easy, dispatching a 1 with that USP. Bomb dropped in A main, and now it's all on Relaxer. Once again, trying to clutch this out. This time, 5 fully bought players charging his way. Able to get 1 with the PT-50. Looking for a second, but no, Draken. A 4K of his own this time. There you go, loyal fans in the crowd.
But yeah, as we say, like the 2 new players coming into the team with a 4K each. First Rest and Draken coming in. Taking out the first one with the UMP-45, deciding that that was all for that round. Now I'm just going to use the USP, and still makes it work. Get Right also with 2. And now Red Reserve, because of the bomb plants, are able to get the AK buy-in. NiP still on a 3 UMP-45, so bonus S round coming in for them. Gonna see if they can build that bank. And that's a great spray through the smoke. Freddy gets Draken, and now Exist has to bounce back and hold that bomb site.
Yeah, they used the utility to keep Red Reserve from just barreling on in. Exist gonna be within the site with that UMP. Get Right's over on Highway to try and help out, and they're gonna be rotating Forest round towards Truck. Exist gets spotted peeking over. Does manage to keep his head on, all things considered. Red Reserve has slowed right down.
Lining up the flash here. This could be the play. Forest with the flash into A main. There goes the second, and there's the push. Almost perfect. Exist gets 1 down, and Get Right goes for the second, but it's not going to work out. They gambled on a push, and it Didn't work out. Forrest now to step it up. Gets one, gets two.
Yeah, going to be fading away within the site. Only on this USP. Caught out from mid as Hampus does find some damage. And now Forrest up close. Able to go ahead and take a third. There's no stopping him. Yes, there is. It's Makelele. Relief comes in the form of the ex-NiP player. Hampus hits the deck. Rez the man in this retake. As we've said, the newest member of NiP, Makelele, once a member of NiP himself.
Nice position change coming in from Rez. Use of that Molotov as well, and now Makelele in the position. He knows that Rez would not go the same route as before.
He's going to be holding the push through Highway, walking into his crosshair is Rez. He does damage, but now his position has been signaled. Goes in for the peek. He's tagged low. The dink gives that away, and now Rez knows that he was going in for that push. He finds it in the 1v1 clutch. NiP to pick themselves up a third, albeit just by the skin of their teeth.
But that was all on the back of Forrest's play. Exist, of course, coming in with the damage as well. Did get right, but Forrest picking out 2 frags with the UMP 45, then picking up the USP and getting that as well. Very nice play, buying a lot of time as well. And that's just perfect. Leaving Rez in a 1v2 with one of them coming in towards this position. Very nice play coming out of NiP. 3-0. This is what we expected, but now Red Reserve buying up again. This force coming in. Good amount of utility, but firepower-wise, I'm pretty much only looking at Hampus to make that entry with the AK-47. The rest on UMP 45s. Checking A main, and the push just slowed down towards B.
Waiting for that smoke to dissipate. NiP, they boosted up Draken out on A. Already preemptively rotating Forrest in, but it's Rez on the site, spamming in through the smoke, just tapping on these players. They try to hurtle on through. Makelele able to get one back in return, but that will be it as there's multiple players here. Hampus now able to step up, but it's still Rez, the man standing between them and this B-bomb site. Hampus, the last to fall, exist on the rotate, and that is NiP in with their 4th. A 3K from Rez. He's been instrumental to the success of NiP in these rounds.
He is 9-0 right now, Harry. He has not died yet. This is absolutely insane from Rez, and he just keeps on trucking. Comes straight from Cologne. Was one of the best players on the NiP squad, delivering the opposite that they did, and now he's back here in Valencia.
9-0.
9-0. That's an insane start to the game, and he might even get even more now that Red Reserve only on pistol, so he's probably not going to go down to this one. As they are setting up, utility-wise, smoke and a wall of it towards that A-bomb site.
As you said, wall of smokes into A. The smoke up in A main, designed to try and hold them back. Won't serve too much of a purpose as they go pushing on in. No one from NiP.
They're playing retake.
There to absorb it, and as you say, yeah, they are going to be playing retake at the site. Don't want to fall prey to these pistols. Should guarantee the bomb plot, but clever usage of that Molotov to go ahead and try and deny it. Relax it. Able to chime in with one. They go ahead and get the bomb down. NiP knocking on their door. Rusty forced out in the open as the Molotov just ticks over. A man advantage taken once again for NiP. It's Freddy over here on quad, as well as that the late play through A main from Relaxer that could make all the difference. They're going to go ahead and check this out. And in the blink of an eye, everyone falls. Draken even takes out Rez, because why not? And that is NiP in with their 5th. He actually stops the flawlessness.
He was just saying, hey, you're doing too well right now, Rez. You can't be 10-0. That's just not fair. And he just took him out. You saw the the dirty looks being exchanged between the 2 new players. And let's see. Yeah, okay. That's fair enough. That's not 100% intentional, of course. You hate to see it happen. You're 9-0, you're 10-0, and then your teammate takes you out, destroying that perfect scoreline.
Red Reserve going to have the ult for Makelele.
Running smoke. Very nice.
Curious to see what they do decide to do with it. They've also sent one man to watch for any aggression out from B. Hampus boosted up in mid. Electing instead to try and use Makelele elsewhere, as they currently have him waiting in mid. Try and take control of this. That's what Hampus being boosted. Along with him now making his way in. Through main, Get Right's holding this from Highway. Only one man here. They've actually got event boost. Forrest is there. Exist is rotated in 3 players now for NiP to hold middle. They spot out the first, and Exist going to pounce onto Makelele as in unison. Red Reserve use both players down in mid. Bomb dropped as well. And now it's Rusty and Relaxer, the last 2 players that remain for the Swedish T side. Bomb firmly in control of NiP. Rotating back in is going to be Rusty as he looks to try and take back what is rightfully his.
Trying to pop flash in towards middle, but immediately taken out by Exist, who's now on a double this round. Relax it. It's 1v5 at the door. He has really to